he's figured out. Not our average backdrop here by any stretch of the imagination. We're in the Whisky Heathens World Headquarters garage, drinking for Pete's sake. For Pete's sake. So, brand new to me. I have one poured here, ready to go. I've been nosing it just a little bit, and the nose is really lovely. Honey.
Yeah.
Now, I can't remember the name of the company that owns this, but they do own Tom O'Toole, and they do own Glencaddam.
From what I was reading, it was the Dundee team.
That's right. Yep.
Dundee. Yeah, they own Tom O'Toole, and like I said, I think you mentioned it earlier. It's a bargain whiskey. It's $20 in the States, so 28, 29 here. So it was something that why not always try some of the cheaper stuff? Not always having to be the.
I agree. I'm a sucker for blends too, and this one it says intense flavor. So, so I'm gonna read the back here.
Mm-hmm.
Right, it says here, Pete was a malt man, and one day he shoveled too much peat into the kiln. With smoke billowing out, the distillery manager shouted, "For Pete's sake, what are you doing? There's smoke everywhere." And surprisingly, the whiskey from this very smoking peated malted barley was intensely flavored and with an exceptional finish. For Pete's sake, blended Scotch whiskey is a tribute to Pete and his rich, smoky, and peaty whiskey. 40% ABV.
That story sounds like a fairy tale.
Yeah, I like it.
I like the marketing fairy tale. Well, you know what? I always like to try these what I call hidden gems.
Can you use this cover for this cigar? Yes. Make sure it's nice and straight when you put it in. Yeah. We got Dylan the intern and one of our producers, Ben, here tonight with us.
Very cool. Gentlemen. So yeah, I cannot the thing is, I can't there's nowhere where I can request to go live on YouTube.
It's an option I have to turn on.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so when I turned it on, it was good. Shall we give this a little taste?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty excited. Mm-hmm. Yum. That's very soft, but so peat flavored. It's really nice.
Yeah, but you don't get that. It's not that smoky, that heavy smoke, overly chewy like you would get with a Lafroid or a Lagavulin.
Yeah. It's really nice. I like this a lot. Yeah, I like this a lot.
I am Paul M says, what are we smoking? I'm smoking a Trevador from Maduro from Dominican Republic. Trovado.
I'm smoking a 20-year-old aged batch 001 Cigar Bodega Nicaraguan with a Carrillo Habano wrapper from Ecuador.
Oh, I love Nicaragua. I've got a special heart. You know what I feel about Nicaragua cigars. I mean, my mad love for Nicaraguan cigars. So yeah. I take a great Nicaraguan cigar over a Cuban cigar. I love my Cuban cigars, but with the cost here in Canada to get Cuban cigars, we have to sometimes look elsewhere for good cigars, and Nicaragua is a great option.
Oh, it is a viable choice, that's for sure.
The Dominicans, I'm on the fence. I mean, I've had some great Dominicans. Don't get me wrong. I'm just, it's harder to find an amazing Dominican. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just the quality of the wrapper, if it's the quality of the seed. If one thing I did notice when I was in Dominican is there are a lot of brands that they will create labels, but they're copying other brands' labels and they're just throwing in together cigars. So I'm just wondering, if there's a lot of there's a huge counterfeit problem in Dominican,
Yeah.
right? A lot of counterfeit going in Dominican, so you have to watch it when you buy. Even in the stores, you'll get a lot of semi-quasi. They'll put a wrapper that looks very close to another wrapper, and you'll find it's not a great quality, and they're expensive. They're still $20 US a stick.
Yeah, that's right.
So
Peter, Paul, what are y'all drinking tonight? We got some Costco over here. We got some champagne and beers over there. Miller High Life.
Yeah,
we're
I
doing
like
it right
this.
up here.
I like this. It's like I said, it's a bit of a short finish. It's a bit short on the finish, but it's got that sweet caramel, peated whiskey. Not bad for 20 bones. Not bad at all.
$20.
US, yeah,
28
$30.
bucks?
Yeah, 28, $29, depending on
So
the exchange.
let's call it $30. That's an easy choice.
Yeah, it's I take this over a lot of $50 whiskeys.
Me too, man. Me too. This is it's about, if anyone's familiar with the naked grouse or the smoky black grouse,
Yeah,
I'd say this would be like double the amount of peat.
easy. Yeah,
Maybe triple.
I was before I tried smoky grouse or black grouse or black grouse, yeah. I thought that it would have been much smokier. I thought that was an opportunity to get
Oh,
naked grouse to be like heavy smoke, but it's
not at all.
not.
They do have a
It's
peated
not.
cast.
Yeah, I haven't had that one, but I would love to see a really heavy Lafroid style, like ppms, like way up there in the 80s on naked grouse. I think naked malt would be a naked malt that's overly peated would be superb.
Yep, I
Would
agree.
be phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
This is an easy. You could kill this bottle in a campfire in
Oh,
5 minutes.
Yeah, and
Two
it's just
friends will
neck
kill
pour.
it.
It's quite nice.
Yeah. The one that I really loved, I hadn't drank it for a while until you popped it, was the Whiskey Society release, the Inchgour cast strength. That I hadn't had that for a while since I opened it the first time months ago, and it improved over. I'd say it improved over a few months sitting.
Yeah, I agree. We killed it last night.
I don't want to kill it. I'm too afraid to not be able to get a second and third bottle because they're
There's
gone.
always something cool around the corner.
Now, Mike was telling me, I think he was talking about a leaky cast that made it a little bit more interesting or unique. Do you know much about leaky casts?
Yeah, well, mostly what happens with leaky casks is you lose a lot of whiskey, and then it's more limited, right?
Right, but he was saying that by the fact that it was leaky, that it added a little bit more wood because it was open and it absorbed a little bit more of the cast, and it made it a little bit more special. I don't know if that was true, but
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a thing, right?
it's a marketing.
Well, there's drastically less bottles because of that.
Yeah. So
And sure, it's open more to oxygen, so other things are going to happen. Yeah, for sure.
the air. But yeah, definitely. I would be curious to see. Have you had Inchgour standard release before? Have you had anything from their distillery before?
Oh, yes.
And similar profile to what we drank yesterday.
Well, yes and no. I mean, with the cask, but there is this kind of note I can't put my finger on that I get with a lot of Inchgour. Not knowing, maybe it's just bias in my head. I have no idea.
Yeah. Is it a
It's like
funk?
a,
Is it
a
a
waxy. Some people are calling it funk, and I get it. To me, it's not quite funk, but like something.
yeah? It's more of a. I find like it's a leathery, like what you would get in a new leather car, a new leather shoe.
Yeah, no, a lot of that was probably the cask, right?
Yeah, that's true. But I did taste that like that chocolatey dried fruit waxiness.
Yeah, that's definitely the sherry cask.
Yeah, and then you had that sort of, the cask strength giving it that full robust flavor. I would be hard pressed to drink anything but cask strength for that. That to me, the cask strength made it even more delicious. Add a bit of
Yeah,
water, smooth that out, and
I think
so
your speech is delayed with your video.
it's possible. I don't know what's going on with with YouTube with internet. I'm gonna see here. What's
No
my
biggie, really. No biggie either way.
as long as you can see me. Uh, I'm outside and I do not have a booster.
Oh, I'm sitting literally right next to the booster. The booster is blue. Everything's looking good. There's a booster. There's a booster. There's a booster. There's a booster. 4.
I think I need like a CBC setup studio
Yep.
with like multiple angled cameras.
Yep. That's a fact.
Yeah, and you don't have your usual whiskey heathen background. I feel like
No,
I
we're
feel
smoking
like
stogies.
yeah. Mm. Oh, I've seen you do it up with your green screen in the back when you smoke stogies. I've seen you do
Yeah, green
your.
screen's been down for a while now.
I feel like you have to convert your garage into like a home studio, home lounge with big leather couches and chairs
There's a
and
big leather couch right there,
just
and
the
2 fridges full of beer and the
the
tables.
lighting. There you go.
It's just
So
the
you need.
storage is on the other side, and I can't turn it around because the sunlight glares and makes it fucked up looking.
So what else have you been drinking? What else is going on?
Well, I spoke about this Kirkland, this 18-year-old Speyside, and something that's unique. It says ingredients: single malt Scotch whiskey, water, E150A caramel.
Oh, nice. Peter White said he grabbed the closest bottle, Devil's Cast.
What?
Devil's Cast. Devil's
Devil's
Cast
Cast?
3. Yeah.
Bowmore?
I
No.
don't know what he. No, I just saw Devil's Cast. What did he say?
Oh, Devil's Cast.
What is that? The
Wow.
Glen? Was
That's
that the
legendary,
Ross?
man.
Was that
It's a
Ross?
legendary
Glen?
series.
Is that Glen Ross?
Bowmore.
Oh, Bowmore. Yeah, I haven't had that.
I've had them and I love them. I wrote a big epic story about sneaking into the Devil's Lounge. Yeah, my buddy
I,
Pete sent me one of those, man, just in the name of brotherhood, and I was shocked.
for Pete's sake, man.
Yeah.
Uh, I'd be very curious. I want to try the new release from Wild Turkey, the Masters Collection.
Oh yeah. I
But
had
they're
the
so
old stuff
expensive.
before.
They're so expensive. They're in the hundreds.
Tasting. Yeah. Too
Yeah.
much.
They're
Too much for bourbon for me.
well. The same thing with the Woodford Reserve. The Master Collections are expensive. The Woodford Reserve Master they're very expensive. $130. That's a little too pricey for me, especially for bourbon.
Yeah.
How's your 20-year-old? Your 20-year-old gone, aged.
It's really good, man. I'm gonna
Yeah.
do a little purge now.
None of those WT Master keeps are worth it. Yeah. I mean, I had one a few years ago. It was a 4 wood from Woodford Reserve, and that was pretty tasty. But yeah, I don't think 130 bones is worth it for a bourbon.
Uh-oh.
Oh, here we go.
Sorry, I almost just died.
Mm.
I threw my back out.
I'm trying to. It's got a bit of a Johnny Walker kind of remnants on the aftertaste on the back. You're getting a bit of that Johnny Walker
Maybe.
note, Pete, like the
Could be.
black.
Yeah, I could see that. I like the Johnny Walker Black. I like the Johnny Walker Double Black.
You like the Island Green?
No, I love the Island Green.
But
That's
not
probably
for
one
that.
of the best Johnny Walkers on the regular range.
Well, it's an exclusive. It's a traveler's exclusive, so not easy to find.
Really nice, man.
But it was expensive. I mean, here
Yeah,
it
the
was
first
selling
ones I
for
bought were 2 for $100, and at that price, man,
yeah, and it was
easy to.
$100. It was $100 at the Canadian duty free, and then
So,
70,
Soupy, next
75
time
US.
you need to shop in Canada because you're
Yeah.
traveling abroad. Get your
Mm-hmm.
duty-free bottles. When you get to your destination, repack them into your suitcase and bring them back, man.
Yeah.
I
Is it?
always got 2 to 3 bottles I pick up in Canada just in case. Because usually I'll
Yeah.
drink one while I'm there. Because if the conciliere, what is it? Concierge. If
Concierge, yeah.
they consigliere, the
Consigliere.
yeah,
Consigliere.
if they can't get me Scotch, then I always got my own, so I'm okay. But then at least I got 2 travel exclusives that I can come home with if the airport in my destination has shit.
It was funny. I was in the Dominican, as you know. I was in an all inclusive, and I saw a guy walking around with a bottle of bourbon. And I was like, "Wow!" He comes to an all
Hey,
inclusive.
Dylan, you want to kick all them out? Come on.
It was
Tacos
so funny.
in.
I actually
Tacos are in
saw.
Boston Food Place.
I can hear it. Oh my god!
Wild,
Sounds like you're being attacked.
wild buggles.
I can. Jesus Christ! It sounds like you're having like a kennel back, an
What's
entire
that?
kennel. Sounds like you have a kennel back there.
Yeah, 2 doodles and a Malinois just busted in through.
Nice. I've seen some people. I've seen some guys come with full bottles to all-inclusive resorts, like of a bourbon, American bourbon.
I always do every time.
Yeah.
And last time I brought this lovely Berry Brothers blend, the Brothers blend or something. And we rented a catamaran, and we were in Montego Bay. Sun was setting, and it was just me and my wife, our captain, and our guide. So we were drinking Scotch, and I left the bottle with her because she said she really enjoyed Scotch. So I was like, hell yeah, keep it, right? I don't want to bring half a bottle back to Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I had a bottle of Talisker Storm and Lafroig PX to bring back home with me.
So what else? What else have I sent you recently that you opened?
Waterproof, man.
I gotta get a bottle of that.
You gotta get a bottle of that. I'm gonna grab
That's
a
gonna be on
case.
my That's gonna be on my. So tell me about it. Talk about waterproof. Tell me about it.
Man, it's soft and luscious and beautiful, sweet cherry. It's just delicious, man. And a little bit of nuts.
Yeah.
Can't purge it. There's not enough fire.
And
Out.
you got a whole kennel there.
Yeah, he's running around.
Gotta let her run
He can
around
open
on
the
the
door.
farm. Gotta let her out on the farm and let her wild, man. Let her out.
Keith is coming back. Yeah, there. I told you. You gotta monitor the door, Dylan. You're the intern. You gotta sit by the door.
The intern. I love that you have an intern.
Treat him well. He's smoking a Romeo and Juliet and drinking the champagne and beers.
Is the intern aware that although an intern is not paid, there is no paid position at Whisky Heathen to look forward to?
Yeah. Not yet.
Yeah. No. Even if if he goes past the internship, there's still not a paid position.
There could be.
There could be.
We got some things in the works, man.
Listen, I'm still waiting for Whisky Heathens to move out east here in Ontario. Open a satellite office.
We could do that.
Gotta open a Whisky Heathens, franchise the brand. Go across Canada.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it exclusive. Keep it rare.
Yeah,
No water added.
Franchise it, baby. It's all about the
Non-chill
franchise.
filter, buddy.
You'll have to have some syndicates, some reporters.
I'm a fan of this.
Yeah,
Pete's sake.
I'm glad. I'm glad. You know what? For 20 US, I like the efforts that they made into the art of the
Oh, it's a
bottle.
beautiful label.
Yeah.
And I see old Pete there shoveling into the kiln.
We must find this Pete and bring him on live.
Well, I don't know how long this has been around, man.
So,
Pete could be a skeleton by now. Unless he got
yeah.
cremated in the kiln.
I am talking about. It's imported by Serenity Imports, Stamford, Connecticut. All right. I don't see when it. So I was reading. I was listening to a review before we opened this. One of the other reviewers, and they talked about their guess was it was probably a 3-year-old whiskey in there.
In here?
Yeah, probably about 3.
Young.
Yeah, like a young whiskey.
It's young.
Yeah, would you say 3 years old, in and around there?
Yeah, it
Could
could
you
be. Could
detect
be some
age? Yeah.
5-year-old, man. Could even be a little cask 8-year-old. Who knows, right? But it's young.
Well, I thought it would be more. You know what? I anticipated that it would be more grippy, like almost a very young, scratchy, a blend whiskey. Because usually the young, cheaper ones, the problem with them is that they're often very grippy and scratchy and grainy, and that's their biggest downfall. But this one is not.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I'm smoking a cigar, man, with it, and it's holding up. So
Yeah. Me too.
how do you find it with your stogie? You rolling? Huh? You rolling? Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, it's just smooth. It's easy
Why don't you
to
go get
drink.
yourself a chocolate covered granola bar, Dylan?
It's easy to drink. Oh, I love it.
Yours is on a brioche bun. Everybody else had peasant buns. That was my internship thing.
Ty should have popped over for this. He's missing out. Where's our friend, our boy Ty?
Ty's working.
Oh, just poured a Boulder. Oh, Whiskey Nights Boulder. Is that Boulder?
What? That specific whiskey is the best American whiskey I've ever tasted, man.
The Boulder.
Everything
Boulder.
For me. That Whiskey Nights, man.
Oh, okay. Is that the same company, Boulder from Colorado?
Yeah, he picked a single cask of peated whiskey, and it's awesome. It was awesome. I loved it. Fuck.
Yeah.
I only bought one like a stupid doofus.
Now, the only thing I'm going to say about this, because you know that I'm more of a fan of the more funky,
Dana, you have a few of them.
weird.
Listen, if you want to trade something, let me know, man.
Yeah. The only thing I'm going to say about this that I would wish it was less of, it's a little much on the sweet note. I'd prefer it on the less sweet. I like the more funky, complexy, waxy.
See, I
leather.
usually do.
I don't like the sweet over
This
sherry.
is good, and I really like it.
That's the only thing. So if you're not a very sweet, like if you don't like sweet or whiskey, you're gonna find this a little pinch sweet. Doesn't take away from how smooth or any of the other deliciousness of it, but I say it's a little on the sweeter side for me.
Dana, you don't have to decide now, but think about it.
What is your posse over there? I think.
We haven't tried it yet.
They're still on Costco, Kirkland.
Oh, they haven't. They haven't moved over.
Dylan's on champagne.
He pours heavy pours.
I do, yeah.
The bottle pours.
What's that? Drinking that for Pete's sake too? Not yet. So what's he asking? What we think? Pete's sake. I'll try this. Dylan's gonna try it. Dylan the intern.
You gotta bring him on screen.
Hashtag Dylan the skeet.
You gotta bring all you on screen.
Dylan's not skeet. He's learning how to not be. I'm gonna put
Bring
everybody
the-
on camera real
Bring
quick.
the online.
Dylan.
Oh my.
Keith's hid.
What's up, man?
Ben, the producer.
Nice.
There we go. Keith is hiding over there.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I'll be there in September.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming.
I'm excited to see you in September.
Well, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting closer because in case your schedule changes, I don't want to book anything.
My schedule doesn't change. My schedule changes if I change employers at this point.
Yeah, well, death and funerals and last minute
Keith-
lotto.
He's put all of our time off in the schedule. Oh man.
You have to do
Man, that
something
was-
big.
Tell you something. Classy move. Because now I can look all year and see my days off. Oh. Quiche?
Quiche class.
To quiche. To quiche, everybody. To quiche.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
Well,
Mhm.
I will book it soon. Once I book it, I will put it in your calendar. I'm gonna wait till maybe end of July to book my flight, and so that way I will come.
Yep.
I have reserved the time, and I will come down. Get a seat at the table.
Yep.
Get
We'll christen
everybody
you.
to come. Yeah, get everybody to come out.
We'll baptize you.
Trish. Yeah, Trish. Make sure get Ty to quit his job if he has to.
No, man, everybody will come.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Dylan the intern might not.
Oh, I live here.
For now.
And we'll tell him we'll do a 6 hour. I'll do a 6 hour rib roast on the barbecue.
Dylan moved into
Slow.
a rec room.
Oh my god.
His room is twice the size of the master bedroom, which is twice the size of the other room.
Lovely.
His little bathroom's got to run upstairs like a
Nice.
fucking peasant.
All right.
I could live with that.
And that bucket seems to be working for him.
Been shitting I caught him shitting in a bucket the other day.
Man, this is not true.
Okay, I was like,
Whatsoever.
You haven't seen the
All
bucket
right.
yet?
don't.
Yeah,
So that's it.
Anyway,
Do we have
now that all
anything
the
to say?
followers left-
You haven't
Do we have
snuck
anything to
the-
say?
snuck
We just
in?
cut it.
Yeah, all of our followers
That's
left
it.
immediately. Well, yeah,
That's it.
we're gonna cut it pretty soon here anyway. At 30 minutes, keep it nice and short.
Yeah. I think that's the good time. Not to.
Yeah.
I want to just ramble on for hours, like we used to, till 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, get like completely inebriated.
Yeah, that's what we could do that off camera. That's okay.
Yeah. We used to
It's
get
when I
drunk.
look back. It's when I look back and go, oh no, that shouldn't have been live. That shit should have been live.
But you know what? It's there forever.
Let's try to. I want to go and see if we can get our man Zach in Texas somewhere. If he's lying around, let's try to get him. Should get him on us. He's a good dude. He loves balconies. He's a big balcony guy.
I like balconies too.
Yeah. He's all right. I gotta jump off, and I'll catch you. I'll buzz you after. I'll buzz you in a few minutes once you're end this. All right. Good.
Thanks for the sweet hookup, man.
Yeah, anytime, and I'll buzz you after you end the live.
Cheers to Soupy, y'all. Thanks for joining.
Cheers, brothers.
All
All right.
Takish.